Hello and welcome back to Mirror and Thread. I'm coming at you with a very different video format than I've ever done. I am very makeup free and vulnerable right now in multiple ways, but I decided after my cancer diagnosis that I was going to get really good at makeup, or I wanted to at least try and experiment. I don't think I'm in the category of really good at makeup at this point, but I thought it'd be something fun to experiment with, and I've been trying some new things, and so I thought I would do just like a get ready with me. I'm gonna put my makeup on, show you what I'm using, and then I also just want to catch you guys up. I know I haven't been the best at giving an update on how chemo and everything is going so far, so I thought I'd kind of talk through that as we go. So all of the makeup products will be linked in the video description, and we'll jump in. Also, this is not my typical format, so I don't know how people usually do this. So I have a mirror that I'm gonna be like looking in, because I don't know how people look at the camera while also looking at the mirror when they're doing their makeup, so forgive me for that. But this is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is my best friend, has been forever. I have the color 29N for reference. So I actually use these on my blemishes, and I have been getting a lot of breakouts, which I think is pretty common going through chemo. Like, it's just obviously not the easiest thing on your skin. So I just kind of do a little bit of this kind of everywhere that I feel like I want some extra coverage, and then just take a beauty blender and blend that first. But I have also been using these are highly recommended by so many of you guys, Mighty Patch pimple patch things. So far they haven't really done a ton. I am gonna link I've heard that the turquoise package of them is a little bit more effective on some of the like more under the surface ones. So I just ordered those, I'm gonna try. But basically you just like put them on at night, and then supposedly leave it overnight, and it kind of like pulls the junk out of the blemish. So I'm gonna keep trying. I've only used it one night on this big one right here, but I have a couple more starting right here, so I'm gonna try it on those and see if like doing it immediately helps as well. This is also the Tarte Face Tape. This is their foundation. I've had this forever. The package looks like it's been very worn in, and it has. I have 29N in this too. I feel like this shade is a touch dark on me right now. I kind of I try to get a shade that's in between, because I do a lot of spray tans in the summer, and I don't want it to be way too light when I get my spray tan done. So I feel like I just kind of have to make sure it come down on the neck a little bit, but just kind of blend that in. I don't really know. I'm not an expert in any of this, y'all, but I have been having fun experimenting with it. As far as chemo goes, so far I've done 2 treatments. I have my third tomorrow. I'm doing them weekly for 12 weeks. I did get official staging. I am triple negative breast cancer, stage 3B. So my size of my tumor and the fact that it's only in one lymph node, luckily it was nowhere else in my body, that would put me at a stage 2B, but mine is grade 3, meaning the fastest moving, most aggressive form of breast cancer, which you don't love to hear. But the good news is we caught it early, and we're gonna attack it. So anyway, that is what moved it to a stage 3B. So that was all a little confusing to me. I don't know if I explained that very well in the first video, because I didn't really understand it myself. But this is the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. This is a newer thing for me that I'm trying out, because I didn't really know what I was doing with contouring. I still don't know if I know what I'm doing with contouring, but it's kind of fun to try. So I just dab a little here, do the nose a touch. Ooh, that was a thick thick line on the nose. It's fine. Little down here and a little up here. I meant to grab a headband for myself, because I don't like getting my hair in this. But then one thing that's kind of been a game changer for me, I got this blender brush from BK Beauty. This thing is amazing. I used to just use like my hands or a beauty blender, but check this out. I mean, it just like blends everything amazingly well. And I feel like this kind of maybe even changed the game more than any product, is like having a good quality brush. I think they're doing a sale right now as well. So I actually just ordered, they have a big foundation brush that I ordered too. but just kind of blend that in. I mean, look how well that blends. So pretty. And I like, let me see. I don't know if there's different colors of this. Oh, I have fair to medium. So I feel like this is pretty dark. I don't know that I would want it any darker. But I think they do have like a deeper one if you have a darker skin tone. But I love this thing. Super easy to use. Tarte has a similar one as well that might be a little bit more affordable. I'll try to link that one too. But I just love the way that this works. The blending on the brush is really good. So anyway, I've had 2 treatments. So far, I have felt amazingly good after my treatments, and I am so, so grateful. I know that it kind of has like a compounding effect on your body. So the first ones tend to be a little bit easier, and then your body it just kind of hits it a little harder as you go. But I keep telling myself every day that I feel good during this is a win, because one of my biggest concerns when I got the diagnosis was being available to still, my kids are 3 and 1. So I was really torn up about like, I want to still be present for them. I still want to be the kind of mom that's like jumping on the trampoline with them and playing with them and taking them to the zoo. And I don't want to be the kind of mom that's like, come lay in bed with me, mommy doesn't feel good. And so far it has not been the case at all. I know I'll have days like that, and that's okay, but I am just really grateful for every day that I feel like myself and that I can engage with them as I want to and as they want me to. Okay, what's next? Oh, highlighter. So this is the Tarte little highlighter palette. It has Champagne Pearl Glow, a matte blush, and a rosy bronze glow. So I like this lighter one, the Champagne one. And what have I been using? I think I've been using this. I don't know if I got one of those like fan brushes. Hasn't come in yet, which I think will be better. But I just kind of go a little bit above. We're into the contouring. This I like because it's a little bit more like precise on where you're going with this. Do the nose a bit. Do the chin a bit. Do above the eyebrow a bit. And then forehead, just a touch. But I like this palette a lot, and the colors are really, really pretty in this. And then I'm actually going to use the same one for the blush. I've had these brushes for quite a while, but do the blush on that one. So I feel like I hear so many horror stories about chemo, which I try really hard to not listen to because they just aren't helpful for me right now. And I feel like ignorance is bliss is a good way to go about most things until like if I feel horrible, then I'll deal with that the day that I feel horrible. But I don't want to be like anticipating it and be anxious about it all the time. But if any one of you has just been diagnosed or is just starting out, I just want to share that so far it has been so much better than I expected. And also, okay, lips. Let me talk about lips real quick. Charlotte Tilbury lip liner, the best. Love this stuff. And it works so well. This color is perfect to just like give you a little bit of oomph. So I just kind of do it on the line there. Just kind of on the top and then a little bit on the bottom part. I don't really line the entire lip. And then I have been using Ilia. I'm obsessed with this makeup brand. I have so many things from them, and it's clean beauty, which is huge for me. I have really sensitive eyes, and so this is just like tops for me. But this is Amber Light, their lipstick. It came a little bit smashed, and I could have sent it back, but I just went for it, and so I just used it smashed. But I feel like this color is just beautiful. I'm not usually a gloss person. I like a matte look for my lips, but I do sometimes, if I want a little bit of a shine, I'll do this Tarte Maneater gloss over the top of it. I'll just show you what it looks like just so you can see. It's a very similar color, but it just gives a little bit of shine. This stuff has some mint in it, and so it's kind of refreshing to put on. But if I want a little shine, I will do that. But anyways, I just feel like it has been not nearly as bad as I was anticipating it being, at least so far. And that's just a good thing to tell people, I think, if you are in the early stages of this or you know someone who is, because I feel like people only ever share the horror stories with something like this. And it's come so far, you guys, the treatment, the types of medicine, the ways that they can like counteract the side effects has come so far, even just in recent years, that everything that I could come up with that I'm like, hey, if I feel a little this way, if I don't feel this, if I whatever, my doctor is like, we have something that we can give you for that. And I've taken the nausea stuff here and there. I haven't even needed it that often, but I usually take it the first like day or two. And I've had almost no nausea, like very minimal. I've been eating normally. And so I feel like that is huge. So this is the Ilia Essential Brow. Love this stuff. It's a gel. I did get my brows done. I did a powder brow on them once I learned about my diagnosis, because I will be losing my eyebrow hair. So that just gives me like something to go off of. But I still like to give a little bit of extra color with the gel for now. Once I have no brow hair here, I will probably use a powder just to kind of go over that and make it a little bit of a deeper color. But this is the dark brown, and I had her go pretty light on when I did the powder brow in the office, because I was like, I can always make it darker with makeup, but I don't want to go too dark and then hate it. So she did like a light brown, and then I just kind of go over this and give it a little bit of a deeper brown color. But this is really easy to use, even if you don't have them. I used this before I had my microbladed or powder brow done. Let's see what's next. We'll go into eye. This is my favorite eyeshadow palette of all time. This is Ilia. This stuff, so I mentioned that I have super sensitive eyes. I am the kind of person that like basically any eyeshadow brand forever. I used to not even be able to wear eyeshadow at all. It will make my eyelids red and puffy. This is one of the few brands that does not do that to me. So if you have sensitive eyes, cannot recommend this enough. And it lasts so long. It lasts literally all day long. So this is they have two different ones. They have a cool nude and a warm nude. This is the cool, which kind of has like a pinky purpley feel. I've done the warm as well, which is more browns, and it's gorgeous as well. So I do this first color just kind of all over. And then I'll use the little sparkly one. That's also still pretty neutral. I've also had this palette since probably October. So it lasts a really, really long time. It's well worth the investment. Then I just kind of go on the bottom part with the sparkly one. And the colors on this are just so pretty. And then I like this middle purple one for the crease. I've also done the darker brown one or the darker purple one, but typically for every day, I like this color. Just gives a little bit of depth without being like super dramatic. So that is the eyeshadow. That's usually all I do. Sometimes I've seen people do like a little bit more highlighter or a lighter color up there, but that's what I've been doing as of right now. Then I also use their gel liner and their mascara. I do like a thicker line on top. And then I like to just line the inside of my eye very minimally on the inside here. I am going to have to figure out a solution for lashes because I will be losing my lashes as well. And I don't know what I'm gonna do about that because, well, I'm gonna say this before I try to do eyeliner, just start to talk and do that at the same time. You're not really supposed to use the glue because it can get in your eye and you just don't want to risk any kind of infections when you're on chemo. So I guess I'll be trying the magnetic ones. I feel like I've tried those in the past and it's been an absolute disaster, but now I'm obviously a little bit more motivated to get them figured out. But if you've been through this and you have a false lash solution, let me know, or if you know anyone that's been through it and found a good lash solution, I would love to hear it. All right, and there's the liner. This is the Limitless Lash Mascara. They have another one that's a little bit more for like fullness. I have pretty small and short natural lashes as it is, so I don't need a ton. I just do like a little bit on this, and then who knows, maybe they'll grow back and they'll be really long and wonderful. So that would be great. We'll do wishful thinking on that. All right, mascara's on. That is usually the final step for me. Occasionally, if I feel like I have like a lot of, I don't know, what you call them, crumbs, crumbs from the eyeshadow all over, I will go back through with the concealer and kind of like hit my under eye area. But then I kind of feel like I need to do the highlighter again, and then I feel like I need to do the blush again. So hopefully I don't have to do that in the mornings because it just takes a little bit of extra time. But that's my routine for now. I actually just ordered several new things too, and I will plan on doing another one of these videos and kind of show some other things that I'm experimenting with. So if you like this, please let me know in the comments, because this is something that's totally new for me, but I'm having fun doing it, and hopefully it's fun for you guys to watch. So I will link everything in the video description, and I will keep you up to date on how I'm feeling. I actually just started losing my hair literally this morning. I'm like pulling so much hair out every time I run my hands through it. So probably be shaving my head in the very near future. And when I do that, I'll share all the wigs that I've got with you guys, because I just think they're incredible. Wigs have come, I don't know what wigs used to be like, but they're amazing now, and they look 10 times better than my actual hair. So I'll share those as well. And thank you so much for your prayers. Thank you so much for your encouragement. You have no idea what this community means to me, and I'm just so grateful for every single one of you. So have a great week. Check out all the makeup in the description, and I'll see you next time.